Oh, hey, welcome to another episode. Actually, this is a special edition episode of PC Whiskey Reviews. My name is Pete.
I'm Craig.
And this is our special guest, John.
Welcome, John. So,
thank you for having me.
We're in celebration of William Shatner, hence the three shirts. And we represent the three phases of Shatner's life. And if you did not know, and his size, by the way, so I'll let you guys figure out who's the oldest, fattest Shatner. Now, the other thing we're celebrating is William Shatner is now 90 years of age. He outlived Leonard Nimoy, his nemesis, by many years, and he's still living. So congratulations, Shatner. He was also a Scotch fan, and we have a large array of Scotches that we're going to attempt to get through today and still be able to speak. What did you bring, John?
I actually brought a bottle of Lagobulin 16-year, which is probably the most favored Lagobulin there is out there because of the fact that it's got so many awards and it's got a nice, rich, peaty, smoky taste.
When you say peaty smoky, do you mean it tastes much like a forest fire?
Yes, somewhat. Yeah, absolutely.
Pete, what'd you bring?
Well, I brought this Yara Prophecy.
Yara? How's it spelled?
Jura.
Oh, very good.
All-seeing eye.
All-seeing eye. There we go. We're not. I don't know how to pronounce it for sure because English isn't one of the easiest.
Second language for you.
Yeah, my second language. We'll go with that. And I also brought the Oban 14-year today.
You're like an overachiever. You brought an extra one.
I want to make sure we had plenty to sample. We couldn't just leave it at one or two. I figured.
So much like Kirk, you're thinking outside of the box in a creative way to save the entire mission.
Absolutely. It's always about the mission.
Does anybody care what I brought?
What did you bring, Craig?
Oh, well, thanks for asking.
Absolutely.
I thought you'd never ask. I brought one of my favorite in Scotch world. I brought Glenfiddich, 15-year, also a highly acclaimed Scotch, though I only brought the one because, again, I'll point this out, we're only human.
Hey, let's start off with the Oban 14-year. It was founded in 1794.
1794.
That was just yesterday.
Seems like it.
I think we should pull the cork and start sampling. I think it's time to start.
So Oban's one of your favorites, yeah?
Ooh, Oban is one of my favorites. There is a little history behind that. One of the bars that I used to always go to kept this as a staple there because one of their patrons constantly consumed it. And
Constantly?
Constantly. That was the only thing he would drink in this place.
All right.
So he would have that only. And he had passed, and since he has passed, I knew who he was. I continued to go there and continue to drink Oban.
Now, these are big pours. Pete, we have
4 bottles.
4 bottles to go through, but cheers, and we'll take a little sniff of this, I guess.
Yes. It's the jitters to start.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Scotch. Yeah, the guy that doesn't drink a lot of Scotch brings 2 bottles. I don't get it.
It's
Ooh. I get a little smoke out of it.
yeah, a little smoky.
A little bit, yeah, tiny bit.
How about
Sweet?
some sweetness?
Yeah.
Got nice legs. It's very light in color, like a blonde.
Almost, it's a little darker than our shirts.
Well,
What was the age of this again?
It's a 14-year.
Nice.
all right. Going in for a taste.
Oh, yes.
Remember, we have 3 more of these.
It's pretty smooth.
And sweet.
Absolutely. Sweet.
Yeah, and you're right. It is very sweet.
Not a lot of smoke, not a lot of peat in that.
No.
but
No. Sweetness.
Did you bring all these scotches because of the peat in the scotches?
Of course.
The question is, did you bring your ice balls?
Do we have any of Pete's big balls?
Yes, of course. I can't go anywhere without that.
Because
I
you
can
cannot
go
have
without-
Scotch without any peach balls.
That's
So
very
like,
true.
like Scotch on the rocks.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Or in
that
this
would be
case, Scotch on Pete's balls.
good. Clear ice balls. Craft
Very
ice
nice.
balls.
Ding, ding.
Clear craft ice balls.
Well, let's go in for another taste.
That second sip is so much smoother.
And I will not have a third sip.
Oh.
That is, that's rushing through it. Kind of makes us feel like the lesser Kirks.
Well,
Look at him go. Well, any other tasting notes? John?
It's very warm, and the taste and I don't like to compare scotches with other brands, but it has a very close taste to a Glenlivet, I would say, in my opinion.
Oh.
So
Now,
it's more of a cleaner taste, I guess you could say. in
if
the
a
world of
Romulan
Scotch.
drank this, could he pick off Klingons?
I'm not exactly sure.
Not either. Maybe somebody out in the audience can help define whether that could happen or not. All right, well, let's toss her back.
Yeah,
I guess.
toss her back.
Captain's log supplemental.
Delicious.
That is actually
I
quite
guess
yummy.
we can't open it with water. We'll be okay.
But this will launch the next Scotch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we can't drink one Scotch immediately right after the other. We have to have something to cleanse our palates, yeah?
You must.
Let's
Absolutely.
cleanse our palates, man.
Okay. Oh, look at this.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And notice the yellow in the Captain Kirk shirt.
Oh, so good.
That's tasty. What a cleansing that
It is
was.
cleansing.
Oh, that was.
What's this go for again?
It goes for $100. I had
A
no
Benjamin.
idea.
That is,
I had no
it's
idea.
stout, but tasty.
Yeah.
And very clean.
Yeah, it's a nice Scotch.
Rounded,
I'd drink
very
it
rounded.
again.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. Without further ado, we'll switch into our next delicious Scotch. I think we'll go with a 15-year Solara by Glenfiddich.
Together?
Oh, this is all one episode.
Okay,
You
all
can't
right.
have the Kirks on 20 episodes.
All right.
I'm trying to get to outer space, and you guys are
You
waiting.
can't be saying and when
We're
on
not,
camera.
and I don't.
What? We're recording.
We're rolling.
No, we shouldn't be.
Okay, ready? Quit touching shit. Here we go. All right, everybody, here is the Glenfiddich 15-year Solara. This is a little bit unique in that it goes into a sherry keg like all scotches. Then it goes into a bourbon keg, which is a little bit unique. Many other scotches are doing that now. And then in its final part of the journey, it goes into what's called a Solara vat that sits in there for the remaining number of years. It could be 5, 6 years, whatever they're doing, right? The cool thing about a Solara vat is it never goes empty. It maintains at least 40% of the contents, and it's rotated through to produce this. In the Glenfiddich line, this is one of the most popular expressions of their Scotch, and I agree. This is one of my favorites because it has a lot of bourbony notes, which I kind of prefer that. It's not overly peaty, which I don't like, unlike John. So this will not be John's favorite probably, but it will be mine, and that's really all that matters as the oldest Kirk.
So, is this easily attainable? Is it hard to find?
Oh yeah, $70. You can get it anywhere just about. I've never had trouble picking it up anyway.
What, was there no pop on the cork?
There was no pop. It's popless.
Wow.
We're
Now
judging.
notice, Pete Kirk, not
That
quite
is
as
the
much of a
2-ounce
pour.
line, just so you know.
Pete's pouring like there's no tomorrow. There may
That
not
was
be a
thirsty.
tomorrow.
That was dry as a tater chip. I need to drink
Dry as a
something.
tater chip. All right, let's give that one a try, boys and girls. Here we go.
Look at that. Another amber color.
It doesn't look much different than
It
Oban.
looks, very similar to Oban.
Light and fair, blondish. How's the nose?
Has that very sweet, clean smell.
And notice that little edge of like bourbon in there when you smell that,
No smoke.
which
No.
I prefer.
Absolutely.
Very
There's
sweet
no-
smell.
Smoke. Spock. Here we go. Let's give her a taste.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh,
That's good.
that's good.
That's very good.
yeah. That,
For a non-peaty, smoky Scotch, that is a very
isn't that nice?
It's
quality
smooth
Scotch.
all the way through.
And it's got a nice, it's not muddled. You get different little layers of flavor, sweet bodied throughout. I prefer this slightly to Oban. The Oban is very good. I'm not dissing the Oban. I wouldn't ban the Oban.
You wouldn't. I take no offense to it. I just try to bring delightful beverages.
And there's
Sure.
absolutely nothing wrong with a sweet body.
That's right. Right, shapely, sweet body. Much like our Glencairns, which are designed for the sampling of scotches. My goodness, it looks like John once again has.
I will
John Kirk.
try not to beat you.
John Kirk is moving right through this. At some point, maybe you do need an intervention.
You did give me a light pour, by the way.
We could correct that.
Let's
we could
not.
add more.
We have more bottles to review.
Okay, so far, for me personally, which I brought this has been my favorite so far. Now, we're about to move into the world of John Kirk, which is, it's a smoky
fires.
world. Well,
So far,
I
I think I like this one the best out of the first two we've had. This one's better than the first. So,
right, I agree. I would
Yeah.
fully agree because I brought it.
I might have to get my sunglasses for the next one if we get that smoky.
It's going to get smoky.
Well, we're going to move on to John Land. John Kirk here is brought the smoky into it. So we're going to cleanse our palates.
But it's a mystery, and I don't like mysteries. Give me a bellyache, and I got a beauty right now.
Corona.
It is delicious.
Here's to William Shatner's 90th birthday.
Absolutely.
May there be many more samplings.
Oh, that's delicious.
South of the border
And
cleansing.
what a cleansing that is.
It is good.
Here we are. We are back for another sampling of our Yara.
Tampling.
We are doing a sampling, our third sampling out of 4.
Yeah.
And we're going to sample Yara Prophecy. It has been a discontinued item, but I bought it a while back, so that's when I acquired it. And this company was established in 1810, and they have lots of reviews, highly ranked reviews for some of their other brands.
Expressions.
Expressions, there we
And
go.
is this not a representation of the Gorn from the Star Trek episode
It
where
is.
Kirk fights the Gorn?
The
That's its
all-seeing
eye, right? Or is that raw?
Well, I don't
We
know.
don't know.
I don't know about that. But the beauty of this one is it's supposed to be really good. It ranked somewhat, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'll pour some for us to
Let's
enjoy.
find out. I'm
Oh,
so
boy.
ready.
All right, we can't stop now.
Look at that color. It's just like the other two
It's
colors.
very blonde.
Oh man, I
Look at the
spilled.
pour. Holy crap. All right.
You guys are killing me. It's funny.
I'm actually excited to try this because this
It's
is
a smoky one.
As far as smoky scotches goes, I've never tried this before, and
Neither have I, so it should be something to sample.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. It's look at the amber color.
Right. Very, very much like our shirts. Again.
yes,
Well,
Ooh,
fantastic.
Wow.
Well, let's give her a little
Oh.
little nose scent, huh?
Glad I put the sunglasses on.
Oh,
it is
you
a
can
little on the smoky.
immediately smell the smoke
there
in
is some
that.
smoke in this. Absolutely.
So from smoke, it went, let's say, about a 4 on Oban to a 0 on 15-year Solara, and this is somewhere around the 6, 7
this would be a
range, right?
moderate smoky Scotch, I would assume.
As
Well,
far
this
as
is your
aroma,
world
yes.
now. This is where you like to live.
This is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Wow.
Okay.
For a smoky.
Okay.
Is that,
That that is sort of like what's yours called?
Laphroaig or Lagobulin are two of my favorites.
Which
but
one do you bring today?
Lagobulin.
It's like Lagobulin, which means Gorn lizard that Kirk must fight in Roman times or something like that. If it's like that one had a baby with Glenfiddich, it's somewhere in the middle.
It is. It's not full on smoke, but it's still smooth, and like the first couple. It's like a hybrid, if you will. So.
It's like the well-loved offspring.
And you
of the
don't get
two.
the smoke flavor until the very end, after you've swallowed it, and it's kind of comes after. It's a different situation.
He said so well.
So do you think this is because it was done at sea? Do you taste the salt?
I do. Look. That's why we have an edit button.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's actually
Big
very
edit,
good.
big edit.
It's very good.
Okay, try to say something without swallow and action.
As soon as I said swallow, he was like a child over there. Like he said swallow.
Can't say swallow on YouTube.
I'm on a submarine. It is smoking. Okay. Okay.
Let's
John, it's all you.
Let's try another sip.
All right,
See
here
what
we go.
think.
Okay, I like this. And
I enjoy it.
It's peaty, but I like it.
And the smoke hits you in the aftertaste.
Yes.
So
And it has a nice aroma.
it does.
If you're on a 5-year mission to explore strange new planets or something like that, it says in the episodes, you would bring this along with you, along with Romulan ale.
Would Data drink it?
Data would drink this.
Would he?
And Short Circuit. But
Absolutely.
do we care?
It is the all-seeing.
He
eye.
later had an update where he could actually digest. So a robot could then poop.
I guess
Which
I
is,
gotta watch.
weird. Why would you upgrade to that? I
There's
don't know.
that.
I need to binge these episodes.
I need to binge this. It's delicious.
It's that hat.
Do we need it over balls?
That hat is delicious. Mine you need over balls. Absolutely.
Scotch and soda on this might be good.
You know, that might be good. And I've never mixed the two before ever in my entire life. I've always just had it over ice.
As I drink this more, and I feel the wonderful warm buzz rolling on after our third taste here, I would have to say this is maybe equal to the Glenfiddich. Not maybe surpassing.
No,
It's-
But it's different.
It's
Just different.
equivalent, just adding a tiny little hint of smoke. That's it. Not overwhelming, but just enough.
It has this buttery kind of mid-tone that is absolutely delicious, actually. Then smoke, and then it just lingers on the palate. That's very nice.
It does.
Very good add to the experience.
Yes.
Once again, Pete.
The
He
all-seeing
pulls it
eye.
off every time. Now, I also understand that it really wasn't Pete that located this Scotch. It was Pete's.
My wonderful wife.
That's right.
She did.
She she selects bottles by their appearance,
Well, this
And-
appears to be quite tasty.
and it had a really nice cover over it. Nice packaging.
A nice cover.
Nice cover. It was covered.
Packaging is half the battle, he said.
Absolutely. And
Did it have a cover to block the? Did it? What do you think? Grab the box and we'll show them.
Where's the box? Where's
Way
the
down
box?
there.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. I mean, it came in this fantastic box,
Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
and it says heavily peated with a fresh cinnamon and spicy sea spray.
No, really, folks, let's look at this box. Look at the quality of that box. This is why you spend how much?
$65.
$65, you get this box.
and you get sea
included.
spray. So there's that.
There is not. You'd always
And
want
there's
a little spray.
lots of fine print on each side, different, and it's all in one language.
Well,
So anyway, I would definitely,
I would drink it again.
but we can't find it anymore because it's been discontinued. This
What?
expression,
no.
this expression has been discontinued, unfortunately.
You find a lot of these kind of things too, where you find out you really like something and you can't get it again.
It being discontinued is like Craig's hat.
What are you saying about my hat?
It is what it is.
Oh, Craig, I think you should continue to wear your hat because aren't we on another adventure?
We're on
We're
a
on a
5-year mission to drink as much bourbon and scotch as we can before we die.
To the universe.
Hopefully, it's more than 5 years.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I can't believe
Ah.
we're not.
It's nice.
I do like that. I'm disappointed that it's no longer out there though.
Do you
You know,
like that
and-
end where John's is going to taste like Ambisol?
It will taste like
Doesn't exist
forest fire,
here.
and it's delicious. But that's
I don't
and
have
that's,
any of these.
and that's the problem is a lot of times you find a really good Scotch, whiskey, bourbon, whatever.
Let's cleanse
and
our palates.
It becomes discontinued.
John Kirk, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on PC Whiskey Reviews. What a great ad.
It has been a great.
And
time.
you are a Scotch man above all others that we know.
Thank you, John.
He'll drink bourbon if we force it on him, but he's a Scotch man through and through.
Just add a good cigar to it. It makes it like
I
Later,
think we
I
just
have
need to have a cask strength scotches. None of this 85, 90 proof stuff.
Well,
yeah.
can we find it? And who's chiming right now?
Not me.
I don't know.
That's not me.
Is the Enterprise trying to get a hold of us?
Could be. Could be.
Okay, so hey, we're going to move on to John's pick, which is very, very peaty. This is a forest fire absolutely in a glass.
All right, we're back, and it's time for the last bottle that we have for
this
sampling.
evening. Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank God, because again, we're only human. What do you got, John?
So we have a bottle of.
Hold on, John Kirk.
Yes, please.
Yes, sorry.
What
Go
are we
ahead.
doing?
I don't know.
Okay, so we have a bottle of Lagobulin.
This is an alien.
We have a visitor.
All right. Very nice. Very nice.
Very good. Very nice.
Live long and prosper.
Absolutely excellent.
That's
John-
that startled me.
I love the legs.
That was not part of the pre-show meeting, so yes, that was great.
Very nice.
I love it.
John, what did you bring?
So we have a bottle of Lagobulin 16 year. It's won multiple awards throughout the years.
Yeah?
It has been around since 1816, so it has had a lifetime plus some of age and just distillery functions. I mean, it's been around forever.
Now, this is the one that I particularly find to be too smoky. But John, why do you like it so much?
I like it so much because, well, when you're a Scotch drinker, I think it's an evolution, if you will, because you start out with a Glenlivet, and then you slowly work your way to a point where you're enjoying the smoky, peaty flavor. It really is an evolution of Scotch drinking.
So you're saying I'm uninvolved.
You haven't completely evolved.
I'm the
yet,
amoeba of Scotch drinkers.
But you're more of the bourbon class. It's
That is
different.
You're
It really
a novice.
is.
You're a novice to the Scotch.
And so-
because bourbon is America.
Like I enjoy this paired with a decent cigar. This Scotch is A+.
All right.
And since it's been around since 1816, the process of creating this is
I need to sample something.
we should yes.
Well, wait a minute, but he has. What's the deal about the peat that's going on right
Okay, so the peat in Scotland's filled with peat moss and peat bogs. The Scotch is made by this. The peat is about 6 feet deep or so, and it's about 1,000 to 2,000 years old when they dig this up. They dig it up, they put it in a pile, it gets rained on, it dries out, and it creates almost like a briquette that they use to make the Scotch.
now? And that's that peaty
Peaty,
taste
smoky
I
taste.
get.
Absolutely.
So
I
they
smell
smoke
nothing.
the grain,
Absolutely. Yes, and that's how you're getting that flavor.
and then the grain goes into the mash and whatever, right? Is that
You
how
got
it goes
it.
down?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Very good.
I'm a drinker.
Well, let's taste this stuff.
Would you like some?
I would love some.
I would love to give you some. Here we go.
We know so much about this now. I feel educated.
And we're gonna
That's a
have
huge pour.
nice fat pours because
All right, whatever.
that's what we have to do.
Whatever.
Because
I know it's.
okay, so this time we're gonna sample it like this. So after we drink this right now, it's a great way of sampling Scotch, but the best way of sampling Scotch is on some ice. And so in order to do that, in my ideas, it's perfect, is put it on some ice. And therefore we have Pete's
Ice balls. Craft. Ice balls. Nice. We're all ready to go.
we are ready to go.
Okay, but let's taste this full test.
Full test.
Cheers.
Still has the amber color.
It does.
Oh, it
It's
smells
Whoa.
like
Whoa. Where's
fire.
the smoke mask?
That is so smoky. But now also notice
I enjoy that smell though.
the color of this is also a little richer amber, a little darker.
Absolutely.
But the only thing I get on the nose is
That smoky,
Is smoke.
peaty flavor.
it overrides almost every other scent you'd have on that. There's no caramel, there's no sweetness, honey. It's just smoke. I'm just going to point that out.
It's absolutely delicious.
Now, again, if you were a Gorn, this would be your smoky taste of choice, much like a burnt frog.
Cheers. I enjoy
Oh.
this just the way it is. It's enjoyable. Wait, I might have to take my sunglasses off because it may be foggy in here, but I'm okay.
The aftertaste, you get to smoke from the beginning to the end. It's not
Absolutely.
like the all-seeing eye, where it's just at the end.
Right? And you're saying that's a good thing.
I love it. And I believe Captain Kirk would agree with me.
I think he would.
Fat old Kirk is not with you on this.
I will not.
That is
Wait a
That's
minute.
actually-
I thought I'm the oldest man here.
I will say I'm 57.
Yeah, but I'm 57 in several months.
And I'm 45. Captain's log that.
All right, you're the skinny Kirk. So
I'm the
I would
fat
have
Kirk
to
and
say,
the smallest one.
if there was nothing else on the planet called whiskey to drink, you would grab. This is my personal review.
You are drinking history of 1,000-year-old peat bogs.
Yes, yes, and it tastes like a forest fire. So not my favorite Scotch of the day, but it is John's,
Absolutely.
and we
A+.
love and respect John Kirk because we have to by contract. All right.
Well, I still had it. I had another sample because you guys
Yeah.
can chat it all up, and I'll keep drinking it.
This
all good.
does change as we add it to some ice.
That's why I had another sampling before I put it over the ice. because
Absolutely.
And the first sample was good. The second was better. I got a feeling putting it over craft ice is going to be delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's find out. Delightful, you're saying?
Delightful
Delightful.
Scotch.
He's saying delightful.
It's
All
delightful.
right.
Delightful smoky Scotch.
I'm dumping mine in. John
right.
has very little left. We're gonna have to refill his glass a bit.
You
Oh,
shall
we
have
got
to top
to. Yeah,
mine
they all
off.
have to be the same, I'm sure.
Yeah, and you shall top yours off as well.
Oh, what? You forgot to drink beforehand.
He just barely
Well,
sipped
I'm.
his.
It's my favorite.
He's a sipper.
Oh, look at that, huh?
Yeah. At least
Put that down.
Okay, give me a little bit
Three-quarters of
more.
the
Just a
ball.
splash. Give me a splash.
He said 3/4 of the ball. All right.
three-quarters of the ball. And
Three-
three-quarters of his ball.
There's a new ice rule. Three-quarters of the ball.
You don't talk about three-quarters of the ball, but
Now-
that's the
If you can notice the clarity of Pete's clear big balls.
That is the craft clear ice
they're
balls.
very well crafted. Throughout the years, he's learned how to make a sweet ball.
He is a sweet ball.
And I can
crafter.
tell whoever made this one was trying to make the clear
So
craft
you're-
ice.
So what
Listen,
happened?
They
Pete?
are getting there. They're
Okay,
getting
so
there.
I've had my time throughout the years of drinking Scotch and whatnot, and you have ice presses, which are phenomenal when you're drinking these high-end Scotches. Pete's balls are made of a silicone type of situation, and they have nodules on them.
Nodule.
So do what you want with that. It might not be healthy. So
Yeah, nodules could take you out. really.
they could take you out. I would recommend pairing this with a nice ice press and a beautiful cigar. and
Now,
you'll
wait a
have-
minute. Didn't you find out that the Ferengi are the ones that put on the nodules on the ice balls?
And they have the nodules.
They
So
do. Many
yeah,
nodules.
Absolutely.
Now, after you drink this, much like Kirk, you'd be romantic with anything. Green people, red people, people with tentacles. It doesn't matter because you've drinking the smokiest,
alien go?
nastiest Scotch on the planet. So here we go. Let's try this on the ice.
Yeah, on the ice.
All right.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers. It calms it
It's
somewhat.
better.
Yes, absolutely.
It's absolutely better on the rocks, people.
Yes.
Yes.
What you need is a big peat ball in there, and that's peat and it's peaty.
Pete's balls with those nodules are absolutely amazing with this Scotch.
And now, if you look at mine, I have the perfect clear ball.
You do.
So these
Mine
must be
has
the
a
ones
galaxy.
I created. This must be the one Pete created because he makes perfect spherical peat balls.
This one
They're
has
lovely.
a galaxy in it, but it's okay because it's
Well,
a galaxy.
folks,
Yeah.
There we go.
I think that was absolutely a successful episode. We have honored Kirk in every manifestation from small to large. We have had many beverages from small to large, if you think about it.
I appreciate your invite.
Oh
From
my
cleat,
gosh.
from from clean to smoky, we have gone the gambit of scotches. What is more to say except
that we need to try more
scotches?
scotches and more bourbon. I mean,
Absolutely
there's so
more
many more
bourbon.
to try.
Now, John is welcome to come back to any episode he wants, but let's give a special thanks to our friend John Kirk for being
Thank
here.
you, John.
Because Scotch is his thing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for the invite.
Now, if
gentlemen.
you like this content, be sure and subscribe.
And if you don't, hit the thumbs down
No,
twice,
that's too
please.
soon, Pete. Hold, let's
No?
try that again.
Okay.
We got to go subscribe,
And
Hit-
like,
hit the notification bell.
oh, I
And
thought
you
you
say,
did that.
if
Oh,
you
yeah.
like this content, give us a thumbs up.
Okay.
Then we'll back to you for the 2 thumbs down.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Clap.
I've got the clap. If you like this content, be sure and subscribe.
And please. That was me.
Hold on.
Look at me. Look at him.
Hold on. ring the bell if you want
And then
notifications.
I would say, please
It's
thumbs
something
up.
new for me.
You can do it.
Fucking ring the
You
bell.
can do it. I have the clap.
Okay.
If you like this content, be sure and subscribe.
And also, don't forget to hit the. I just don't do that kind of thing. Ring the bell.
Ring your fucking bell. Okay.
Take 3. Wait.
Clap. I've got it. If you like this content, be sure and subscribe.
And also, don't forget to ring the bell.
You'll get the notifications that way because he can't say it.
And please, thumbs up. No.
Give us a thumbs up.
Down
Okay.
twice.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Can you get this?
It's all good.
Okay.
I've got the clap.
Okay. So what am I supposed to say?
If
You
you,
got it.
You got it?
if you like this content, give us a thumbs up.
Okay.
So why don't you say that next? Because
Okay.
he's got to think about what he's going to say.
Okay. Okay.
Don't take my line away from me.
Hey, remember to subscribe.
And if you like this content, please thumbs up.
And if you don't, hit the thumbs down twice.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
And here's to you, Captain Kirk.